And if you're allowed to work on campus, how will you balance work and studies?
No, officer, I'll not be working in campus because while pursuing my bachelor, I was working. Due to that, I got low GPA, so I'll be fully focusing on my studies during my master's, officer.
Okay. Thank you so much. Based on your answers, I'm happy to give you the visa for the U.S.
Thank you, officer. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Have a good day. Hello, good morning. What is your good name? Hello. Nice to see you. Now, what is your planned major that you're looking to do? Psychology, okay. And can you explain your academic journey from high school to now?
Yes, I have passed my high school from Mr. Secondary School with a GPA of 3.2, and I have passed my official nursing from Manipal Teaching Hospital with a GPA of 3.28 in 2022.
Okay, great. And tell me about why you chose the particular major of psychology.
I chose psychology because as I'm a medical field person, I want to have different kinds of people, especially the psychological disorder patient, and make them emotionally stable. That's why I have chosen the psychology.
Okay, great. And what research opportunities does this university offer for your major?
They have provided different kinds of opportunity for my majors. Among them, they have provided different kinds of clinical posting and dealing with different kinds of patients.
Okay, great. And if you run out of funds, what will you do?
Officer, I think it won't happen, but in case it happens, I will manage after contacting with my family, parents, or my friends in Nepal.
Okay, tell me about your sponsor for your education.
My parents are my sponsor, my father and my mother. My father runs a pharmacy and my mother is a school teacher. That both annual income is around 38 to 36,000 US dollar per year, and we have around saving of 38,000 US dollars.
Great. And what is the exact tuition fee per semester or per year at your university?
We have 23,000 US dollars.
As I will be working as a hospital administrator, I will be running the hospital efficiently. I will be.
How will you handle unexpected medical costs that could happen in the U.S.?
I think I will get insurance of my health care, which will help me.
And if I get an opportunity, I will love to.
Can you show me the exact sources of your funding?
Organization.
Have you traveled internationally before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And do you have any family members currently living in the U.S.?
No, I didn't have.
And if you get a job offer in the U.S. after graduation, would you accept it?
Officer, I won't accept that because my main aim is to return back in my country and have different kinds of people with emotional stable. That's why I return to my country.
Okay. And do you know the rules about working on an F1 visa while you were in the U.S.? Okay, can you tell me about that?
Yes, I know a few, but I'm pregnant. That's why we can work about 20 hours. But that's sorry for that.
So when you are, if you are allowed to work on campus, how will you balance your studies and your work?
I will focus on my studies beside the work. I will manage. Sorry, I haven't prepared.
Okay. And why do you want to study in the USA?
I want to study in the USA because the degree provided by the American is very respected in the world, and there is many more opportunity, and I can gain different kinds of skills which will be very beneficial for in my future.
Okay. Have you applied in another country?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Based on your answers, I'm happy to grant you your visa to the U.S.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He said I accidentally gave him the Nepali one. And I meant to give him the English one, but I gave him the Nepali one.
Our bank account.
Yeah, right, yeah. And he looked at it, he said, he looked up and down at it and said, okay. Then he handed me he said, I don't know if he read it or not, but I was very positive. Yes, officer, we do. Yes, officer, I have the document. And I gave it to him, and then he must have thought that even if he couldn't read it, that I was speaking the truth to him because I was very confident in answering. Yeah. So I encourage you to have the documents.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, please
just
come.
in case. It's not always but sometimes she may.
Hello, what is your good name?
My name is Ruby.
From near Lake
Ruby?
Lakeside,
Yeah.
Okay.
same thing.
So we're happy to hear from you, and tell us about your major that you're looking to have in the U.S.
Okay, officer, my major is hospitality management.
Okay. What were your weakest subjects in your previous studies?
I studied in my high school hotel management subject.
Okay, and your weakest subjects,
Weakest subject?
like the hardest subjects for you.
Oh, it's mathematics, accounting. It's been hard for me.
How did you overcome these weaknesses?
I will take advice with already those have taken these classes, and I will talk on my professor also about this and get their guidance. And if there any problem, I will go to the student council service center. They will help me.
Yes, okay. And why did you choose the particular major that you chose?
Officer, I choose hospitality management because I studied in higher school hotel management subject where I developed more interest in culinary arts, and I'm become interested in this field, and I want to learn more about this field, like how to manage operations, kitchen management, and food and beverage and customer service. So I decided to continue my education at bachelor's in hospitality management. As my current goal is to be a culinary instructor, this degree will give me the right foundation in kitchen operation and food and beverage management and service. That's why I chose this major.
Okay, great. And what are the core subjects you will be studying?
Like in previous or
Now, as
now?
you go
Okay,
into
it's
this.
a culinary subject like culinary arts.
Okay, can you break down your total cost of attendance, including tuition, fees, and living expenses?
Yes, officer. My total cost of attendance is 23,200, including tuition and fees is 10,361, and living expenses is 9,791, and insurance book supplies is 3,041, and total CO is 20,200.
Okay, great. What is have you received any scholarships?
No, officer, I haven't received my scholarship because my university has ruled that our GPA should be 3.5. But my parents can afford, and when I get visa, and then I can apply my scholarship after getting a visa. Yes.
Have you purchased health insurance? Are you
No,
planning
officer.
to?
Maybe after getting a visa.
Okay. Can you show me the exact sources of your funding?
Yes, officer. My parents will be funding my education. My father and mother are successful business owner. They have been running a grocery store in Pokhara for the past 11 years, and they earn $28,000 per annually. And my sister, who is registered nurse, she is also on $35,000 per annually, but she is saving me by $25,000 for my living expenses in United States. And also, if there emergency case while I'm living in the US, my mother has saving account. She has $35,000.
Okay. Have you applied for a U.S. visa before?
Yes, officer.
Okay.
I refused on March 25.
Okay. And have you ever been refused a visa for any other country?
No, officer.
Okay. And do you have any family members currently living in the U.S.?
No, officer. I don't have any family members there.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
After completing my graduation, as my career goal is to be a culinary instructor, I will back to my home country here in Nepal. And here is a high demand for skilled culinary educators. And I will work as a culinary instructor, and I will teaching the culinary skills to all the students and next generation of chefs. And also I will conduct the trainings, and I will lead the hotels or restaurants or cafes, or maybe I will open my own culinary teaching center, and I will create this strong foundation to their careers.
Okay. Great. And tell us about the rules for working on an F1 visa.
The rules of F1 visa is only students can work in 20 hours in a week, but mainly we should focus on our education.
Okay. Are you Are you supposed to be working outside
No,
your
officer. My main
campus?
focus is in education, and I'm going to pursue my bachelor degree in United States, so I'm not working there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Based on your answers, I'm happy to grant you your visa to the USA.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are
Hello,
you
good
today?
morning. How are you?
I'm
Good.
fine.
I've
How
asked you a
about
few
you?
questions
Good.
regarding your application.
What is your name? Good
My
name?
name
First
is
of all,
Pooja.
please tell me
Pooja.
why did you choose
Hi,
the United
Pooja.
States as
What
your
is your
second
major?
destination?
My major is MBA, emphasizing in health administration.
Okay. And which university are you planning to go to?
I have applied for the Webster University, which is located in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. And can you provide a detailed explanation of your academic journey from high school to now?
Yes, I have completed my Bachelor's of Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with a GPA of 3.5 out of 4. And in my higher school, I have taken my major as a biology with a GPA of 3.33, and now I have applied for my master's degree.
Okay. Wow, that's great. Why did you choose this particular major?
Yes, I have chosen this major as an MBA emphasizing in health administration, as my background is nursing. And during my posting, I have seen that although in back here in Nepal, although we have a skilled manpower, although we have a resources, we are lacking behind just due to the lack of a management system. And from that time, I was always fascinated to work as the leader. So I believe this course, this course will provide me with the knowledge and the skill that I can implement to work as the hospital administrator back here in Nepal and run the hospital with a coordination and a strong leadership skill.
Okay, sounds really good. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yes, in 5 years, I see myself as the hospital administrator working back here in Nepal. And if I get the opportunity, I will also love to work with the different healthcare organizations like Ministry of Health and Population, Save the Child, which emphasizing in the community health. So I see myself there helping the patient and the staff working effectively in the hospital.
So what if you were offered a job in the US? Would you accept it?
No, officer. I have strong ties to my home country as my husband and my family are back here in Nepal, so I need to return back here.
Okay. And what is the exact tuition per year of the university you're applying for?
Tuition fee? Yes, my total COE is 25,000, 13,000 for my tuition fee, 10,000 for my accommodation, and 1,500 for my insurance, and total 25,000.
Okay. And tell about your funding. How will you be funded for this?
Yes, my husband and my family will be fully sponsoring for all my expenses back in the USA. Should I need to explain it?
Sorry?
Should I need to expand this? How will they?
A little bit more, if you have some documents you can show me and things like that, yes. Okay, does your university mandate any additional costs such as lab fees or software subscriptions or anything like that? Okay. And how will you handle unexpected medical expenses in the US?
Medical expenses. I think I have a sufficient fund that I will use in case if any family member who are funding me is jobless. Also, we have a land and property that I can use in my emergency condition at that time.
Okay. Can you show me proof of the money that in your sponsor's bank account and that it has not just been recently deposited for visa purposes?
Yes, I have a document.
Okay, thank you. Have you ever applied for a US visa before?
No, this is my first time.
Good job, Ruby. Keep it up.
And have you traveled internationally before?
Yes, once I have gone to India with my family member for the visiting purpose.
Okay.
That's the time I went there. And besides this, I haven't gone anywhere.
And what specific job do you want after graduation? Can you name any companies in your home country where you could work?
Yes, as I have already told, yes, I want to work as a government officer in the Ministry of Health and Population. It is one of the organizations which is providing the health service to the population of the Nepal. So if I get opportunity, I would love to work with them.
Okay, great. And have you looked into any scholarships?
Yes, I have got a token of scholarship of 2,000.
Okay, great. And if you're allowed to work on campus, how will you balance the work and studies?
Yes, as I'm going for the F1 visa, the main purpose of my visit is to study, and I will be fully focusing on my study. But besides, as a rule of F1 visa is to work 20 hours per week. So if I get opportunity to expand my skill, I will work in the certain hours.
Okay. Why do you want to study in the U.S. as opposed to other countries?
Yes, I have chosen USA for my master's degree because my major is emphasizing in health administration, and we know that US has the most advanced healthcare system in the world. So having this degree will provide me with more exposure to the different infrastructures and the different technology in the health field. And yes, that's the reason why I chose USA.
Okay. Well, based on your answers, I'm happy to grant you your visa to the U.S.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yes, have
Good
a
job.
great day.
You too.
And tell me your career goal.
My career goals after we complete my study in my district America, I am returned back to my home Nepal, and I want to work as an agriculture researcher at Nepal Agriculture Research Center here in Nepal.
Okay, why do you want to do that? What is your purpose in doing
My purpose
Hello. Tell me your good name again.
My name is Regina Bru.
Regina. Okay. Happy to see you. Tell me about your major that you're going to the U.S. for.
So I'm applying to the US for the master's degree in digital marketing program.
Okay. And can you provide some of your academic journey from high school to now?
So basically, I did like +2 in like Little Step boarding school. I did like hotel management and my bachelor degree as well. I did like hotel management as well in Nepal Tourism and Hotel Management College. It's very near to Pokhara as well, and that's it.
And what was your GPA?
My +2 high school, my GPA was like 2.8. In my bachelor's, it is like 3.36.
Okay, great. And why did you choose this particular major?
Actually, it is based on my experience. So I was like very lucky. I got an opportunity to do like an internship in like a 5-star hotel. So while I was doing there, I was actually hired as a service agent. But few months, like 1-2 months, like I was like doing a cross training in like marketing program in the marketing department. So at that time I realized, okay, this is something that I really like. I'm really passionate about it as well. So that's the main reason I decided to like pursue my master's in this department.
Great. And why did you choose this university
Florida
specifically?
University, mainly because of its location. I really like how it is very near the downtown area of like Chicago. Plus it has like a specialized program as well. It is very flexible. So my credit course is like 12, and they have like 4 like very specialized program that is more like focused on like practical rather than like theory programs, which is something that I was really interested on. So that's the main reason why I chose it.
And what are some current advancements in your field that you have heard? Advancements of your field?
I think nowadays it is like very like AI driven. Nowadays like they hire people who are more into like tech, but at the same time if you look at the more like a theoretical and like practical base, we still need human to do the marketing most of the time, because people know people better than like AI knowing the people. So I think even though it's like very advanced in like an AI, I still think that human is like very much needed in this sector.
Great. Can you break down your total cost of living?
So my tuition fee is like $13,400 USD, and my living expenses for like 9 months is like $24,000 USD. Plus, I think with my scholarships and like books, everything totally it is like $40,000 US. But I have like scholarship as well of like 4,000.
Okay, great. And what about your funding for all of this? Tell me about how you can afford this.
Actually, my parents are like funding for my tuition. So my mom and dad, they both are the breadwinner of my family. My dad is in like ex-Indian army, and after he retired from the force, he has been working in like Afghanistan for like 10+ years. And my mom, she has her own business. It is more like focused on like a textile, mainly like traditional wear, like kurtis and saris, like Gurung dress. My surname is Gurung, so it is like a very popular traditional dress. So it is more focused on like those things.
Okay. Okay, great. And what would you do if you had some unexpected medical expenses in the US?
I do think that I will get like a, what do you say, like health insurance, but I know that it doesn't cover everything. But if I do have those kind of situation, I'm pretty sure that my parents are going to like fund for it.
Okay, so you've allotted money for the insurance. Okay. Have you ever applied for a US visa before?
No, ma'am, this is my first time.
Okay. And have you traveled internationally before?
I mean, I traveled to Dubai for my internship program, like UAE.
Okay, okay, great. How was your experience?
It was amazing. I loved it.
Okay, great. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Probably like graduating like my master's degree, having completed it, and then probably seeing myself opening my own business. Actually, the main reason why I'm choosing this whole subject is so that I have like an advantage and I gain a skills in like marketing my own business. So that's the main point why I chose this subject. And I want to open my own like chain signature restaurants or like hotel, fine dining in Nepal. So that's something I'm looking forward, and hopefully I will achieve it.
Okay, great. And what about if you were offered a job in the US, what would you say?
My main focus right now is just to like graduate, but if I do get a job offer during my OPT period, I think I'm gonna take it, learn what they are doing, to learn the skills, plus gain a lot of like networking and like connection, and then come back to return to Nepal and then put the whole thing in the practical base.
Okay. And have you applied for another country?
No, ma'am, this is my first time.
Okay, so why is US standing out for you that you're applying?
I always thought like US as like a country of like diversity, a country of like freedom, and that is something that align with my values and course. And I've always known like US is known for a country that is like advanced in like AI. It is known for like technology, and for me who wants to learn more about like marketing and like strategy, how to build a business, I think it's a perfect place for me to start off.
Okay, great. Well, based on your answers, I'm happy to grant your visa to the US.
Thank you.
All the best. Yes. Any
I just want to ask like feedback.
No, I think you had really great answers. Yeah, you were very knowledgeable about your degree and what you're trying to do, your goals. Was there anything that you felt you learned from this experience to
I
help you?
think I could be a little bit more clear about my plans. Right? I think I was a little bit confused about it.
Okay, like maybe your 5-year, like what you might do in 5 years.
No, I think I need to be a little bit more specific and clear about my subject. Do you think that?
I think that's always good, and I think you, in this experience, you can feel yourself out. Like what did I feel a little bit like? I wish I knew more. Then sounds like you're figuring that out. Some things you can.
Thank you. I
So,
learned a lot.
okay, great. Okay, bye.
We use different methods and techniques for the data analysis and latest software such as SES and SQL models.
What are the long form of those models?
Come in.
SES stands for
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tell me your good name.
Ayush Paya. My name is Ayush Paya.
Okay. How are you?
I am fine.
Okay. Which university are you
I am
planning to
going
go
for
to?
Southwest Minnesota State University.
And what is your major?
My major is computer science in the field of data science.
Okay. So tell me about your educational background.
I done my high school with the Faculty of Science in the elective course of computer science and got a GPA of 3.3.
Okay, great. And in the weaker areas of your studies,
Yes.
how did you overcome those challenges?
I consulted with my friends, also with my teachers. They support me, and my mom who always motivates me, so I can overcome with that.
Okay, great. And can you explain any possible gaps in your education? Was everything streamlined for you?
I didn't.
Any gaps in your education?
No, I didn't. I passed out in 2024.
Okay. And why did you choose this major?
My course is computer science. I studied computer science in my high school. That time I fascinated by the computer science with the data science. data structure. I did data structure, database management system, and that makes me interested to reach to study more about this. So I choose that subject.
Okay. Tell me some of the recent advances in your field of study currently.
Advantage this data
Advancements. Yeah.
advancements.
Things that you've learned about in your area of study that are coming up right now. New things.
Yes, sir. Like this is the world of AI, and there is lots of AI data stored places. Like now Tesla made this own data hub. ChatGPT made their own data hub. But this is the data hub, and there is a lots of people who need to data analyze, and I want to contribute in this sector of Nepal.
Okay, great. Tell me about this university. Why did you choose this university specifically?
Okay, this university offers a course of computer science in the data science, which is perfectly aligned with my goals. And this university has a perfect environment to study with a class ratio of 1:2. And I also done a virtual tour of the university, which is available in YouTube. So I got enrolled in that, and I also accepted by that university. So I chose.
And tell me about the funding needed for the tuition and the living expenses in this.
My cost of attendance is like 23,200, and my parents are funding for my education. And my CO, my tuition fees is like $10,000. My living cost is 10,000, and remaining 3,000 is for my health insurance.
So if you have any medical expenses that are very unexpected and a little,
I have no medical any.
but if unexpectedly it happens,
Then my
do you have
parents
enough
are.
funding for that?
Yes, my parents are.
And tell me more about what your parents do.
My father is a businessman where he runs his homestay, which is hospitality business.
Okay.
And my mother is in Nepal and government teacher she is. And my elder sister who is in Japan and currently working visa. So they are funding for my education. And their annual income is $40,000 per year.
Great. And have you ever applied for a U.S. visa before?
No, this is my first time.
Have you ever traveled internationally?
No officially.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Working as a data analyst or maybe in the intern as a tech company in Nepal.
Welcome,
After
everyone.
5 years.
Great to be back with you and
And
Beyond
so
Education.
if you were offered a
We're
job in
excited
the
to be able to
US,
help you
what would
and other
you
students
I would
be able
like
to
to
prepare
do a
yourselves
job
to
in the
study
US,
United
but
States
my
or
long-term
any
goal
other
is
country.
like to come
And
back
so
in
please
my own
give us a
country.
call at the number that's listed on
In
your
US I
screen.
will gain an intern, like an
And make
experience,
employment come in.
which is
Every day we're
beneficial
having
for
more
me when I
students
come
coming
back to
in
my own
with their
country.
family and friends and getting started.
And why do you want to
just met
study
many
in
more
the
students
USA?
today, and so it's
Okay.
exciting
USA,
opportunity today.
I strongly believe that
I'm from
USA
the
has
United
the
States.
strongest
I'm happy
course
to give you
of
some training.
computer science,
We have other
and it
American
has the
traders here,
respected
so we
degree,
just love to
and
be able to help you
it
and
US
get
opens the
started.
door to the opportunities, networking, and
to look at our YouTube
the
channel.
doors
go on
and
to
to
it
the
today,
experienced
because it has
professors,
hundreds of
which is
videos that are
beneficial
helpful.
for me.
I just
So
met a young man last night
I
who said,
strongly choose
for a
USA.
day and a half, I
Okay.
just watched your videos.
Have you
and I
applied for another
went
country?
through all
No.
the things I practiced speaking
Okay.
the way you
Based
speak.
on your answers, I'm happy to grant you your visa
Pronouncing
for the
words
US.
exactly
Thank
the
you.
same way.
Any
So when I
suggestions?
went before
Any
the officer,
questions
I
you
say
have?
it the same
Yes.
way.
Do you have any
American
suggestions for me?
style. You said, and
I
these-
think
even as I
you
flew
tell me
over
anything
us
that you
and I
felt
was
a
watching
little
the videos
uneasy
and working on my
answering.
pronunciation so I could
Anything
say it
that I
perfectly.
asked you that
And I
you were
spoke
not
the words
exactly sure
perfectly
what
to
to
the
say?
officer, and I got my
Or did you
visa.
feel okay
And
about the
so-
questions?
So watch
I
those
feel
videos.
okay.
They're very
Well, I am
helpful.
better
Many
because
people
you are
around the world
the
are
new
using
person
them
for me,
to
so
Okay.
get
it
their
will
visas.
be
So we're
practicing.
so happy to
Yes.
provide those
You
free
did a
of
great
cost,
job.
24/7.
Very
You can
great job.
access those. So
All
a
the
great
best.
resource for you. And we just encourage you for the personal touch. Give us a call. We're happy to train you personally. I have a wonderful student right now, so let's watch her interview together. Hello, my name is Craig Phillips. I'll be your examiner today. Please give me your full name.
My name is Ashira.
Say it just a little bit louder, please.
Okay. My name is Ashira first.
Okay, happy to meet you. Sure, I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding your application. Please tell me, why did you choose the United States as your study destination?
For sure, I chose United States for my study because it has high quality education.
Okay, Australia has high quality, others have high quality. I would not use that line. I would say, officer, my career goal is
That's what investigator.
to become a tax fraud investigator. The United States has the strongest program in tax fraud investigation and tax fraud investigation worldwide. And so with the skills and knowledge that I will gain from my studies in the United States, I'll be well equipped for my career as a tax fraud investigator. Okay, so you're putting the U.S. as your best choice. Other countries have good programs too. What you're trying to do is show that the U.S. is your best choice. And so you put your career goal up first, and how that matches with the U.S. having the strongest program in tax fraud investigation. Okay, well that's wonderful. And but it's expensive to study in the United States. How are you going to afford this? Who will be your sponsor?
Sure, my parents are fully responsible for my living expenses.
What do your parents do?
My father has worked in airport for 15 years, and now he came back. He was transportation services, but with he generated $35,000. And
You said $35,000.
Okay. My mother was a grocery store. My dad, she owns $10,000, and their combined income is $45. My father has also saved and planned for my higher education in the USA. So that will really cover my living expenses and tuition.
Okay. All right, so what you're telling me.
Hello.
Sure.
Good morning. My name is Teresa. And what is your good name?
Officer, my full name is Yuki Lepcha.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Please tell me about your plans, which university you're trying to go to.
Officer, I'm going to Webster University to pursue my master's degree, which is MBA, emphasizing analytics.
Okay. And tell me about why you've chosen this university.
I chose this university mainly for the three reasons, officer. First one being the course module. The dedication of my university has a career track in analytical emphasis with the latest subjects such as advanced level data analysis through SAS. And my course also includes the capstone project, which will be under the mentorship of Professor Muhammad R. Ahmad, who is also an inspiring business analyst. And his research area focus on integration of AI and analytics to shape the business strategy, and that is something that I want to do in my career.
Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So after 5 years, I see myself opening my own business consulting firm back here in my home country.
Okay. And tell me about your funding for all of this.
Okay, also my parents will sponsor for my educational purpose. And our family's total income is $60,000.
Okay. Do you have any unexpected medical conditions? What would you do for that?
Call the number that's listed.
In the US.
Make an appointment. Bring your family. Bring your
I
friends.
will
And let's get
be
started with the
consulting
process.
with the academic counselor.
Okay.
Son,
And
Nicholas.
in
Nicholas
touch
is
with
10
the
years old,
International
and
Students
he
Club.
is a happy
Okay.
young man.
And I'll have an insurance
for a
health
bright
insurance.
future.
Okay.
And so he's happy to be able to be with his dad
And
today at our office and beyond
What are
education.
some recent
So, Nicholas,
advances
would you
in
like
the
to
field
say
of
something
study
to our
that you are
audience
trying to go
today?
into?
So in my field particularly, where business strategy and analytics are
Very
combined.
good, Nicholas. Thank you for that.
The course curriculum
I'd like
in
to call our other
US
son
is
forward,
recently
Jay.
updated,
Go.
and
Yeah.
according to the current business tech
Yeah.
trend, for
My other
example,
son,
you can
Jay,
see
my firstborn
in my
son.
course module
This is
there is
Jay,
a sustainable
and,
business
he's
module,
also a
which most
champion
of the
and
bigger
great guy. I
companies
see the
follow
hearts coming
right
up
now,
for
such
him,
as
and he's
IKEA
a
and
great
Tesla
kid.
is following.
And we're very
And
thankful. He's more than a kid. He's
there
a
is a
teenager.
latest
So
subject
we're very happy for
tools,
him.
analytical
Please,
tools, that is
Jay,
SAS,
please tell,
which
our
university in
audience
the US
something that would be
provides.
beneficial.
Okay. Okay, great. Have you ever applied for a US visa before?
No, officer, this is my first time.
Okay. Have you ever traveled internationally?
Okay.
Yes, I've
yeah.
been to
And so,
India.
and so
I've been to
Jay and
India
Nick both
for my
encourage you to
mother's
watch
business
the
purpose.
YouTube channel
Okay.
and
Okay, great.
and subscribe to it.
And
Watch
if
the
you get a
videos,
job
like it,
offer
and
in the
share it
US,
with your friends.
would you
I
accept
spoke
it?
Last night we
No,
spoke with Jay
officer,
and Nick
because
with
I
me.
see more
We met the
opportunities
young man
back
who
here in
said,
my home
"Are you
country.
beyond
Since
education?
business
I've been watching your
consulting firm
videos." And I
is
said,
still
"Yes."
growing,
And
I
he
will
said,
have
"You
more.
know what? I
I'll have
watched
less
your
competition
videos
in
for a
here
day
and
a
more
half,
space to grow."
practicing all the
Okay.
answers,
And
practicing
tell me about
all
the rules of the
pronunciation
F1
to make
visa.
it perfect. Even
Rules
on
of
my
F1
flight
visa?
from Pokhara to
So
Kathmandu, I was
students are
watching your
allowed
videos
to
and
work
working on my
20 hours
pronunciation to get it
Okay.
down so that I could speak
within the
perfectly
campus?
to the visa
Within the campus, yes.
and not involved in any illegal activity.
And so that's from just watching
Okay,
the
great.
YouTube channel.
So
I
if
just
you
would
were
click on
having the
channel,
chance to work
subscribe
outside the
to it,
campus, would
share it
you
with your
do
friends,
that?
and,
No, officer,
a
my
lot of the videos,
solo
because they're
focus will be
very-
on my
they've got
studies.
hundreds of videos, so why not
Why do you
click
want to
on
study
that
in the
and watch
USA?
them? And just encourage you to.
So the business culture of the USA officer, USA has a strong data-driven business culture, and they highly emphasizes in data literacy and investment in the tools and technologies, and that motivates me to pursue my MBA in analytics at the USA.
Okay, have you applied in any other country?
No,
And the
officer.
United States right now is opening up visas.
Well,
that's
based on
coming
your
with
answers, I'm happy to
visa
grant you your
slots,
visa to the
make your
US.
slot come in,
All the
our
best.
office, give us a
Thank you.
call
Was
right
my
now.
answer
We can
good?
get you
Good.
into a
So
visa
tell me your
slot,
feedback on
and
yourself.
we will
Did you feel
help
any
you
questions
get
were
trained to get your
difficult
visa
to
study
answer?
in the United
Yes,
States.
I didn't know about
You
the
say it's
F1
hard,
visa
you got Donald
regulations.
Trump in
Okay.
office. No, no, no,
So
no.
that's probably
He's
something you
just looking
can
for
research a little bit
any
about and
illegal
make sure you know
or
about that.
threatening
So,
looking individuals,
very
keep
clearly.
them
So
out.
that-
Okay,
And,
are my
and so, but if you have
words
good
and my tone?
percentage
Yes.
or good GPA,
I think
if your English is
you
strong,
spoke
again, we
very
can help you
confidently,
develop your English,
and I
with
could
our
understand you
trainers here,
fine.
and,
Of course,
and
continue
so
to practice
you
that
can
so
score
that
high on
when
your
you are in a
IELTS
little
or
more
GPA,
high pressure situation,
or
it
your
won't
Duolingo,
get a little hard for you. So
and then we will
it's
help
just
you
right at a
to
good
get
level.
the
So
right
keep
university,
practicing so that you can be even
scholarship,
stronger
work on it,
at the
and
actual
work
interview.
opportunities
Okay,
on
thank you.
campus.
Okay, thank you. All the best.
Internship opportunities, and so, and we will guide you perfectly for the visa interview practice training. And so if you have, and so you have the
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
good
How are you?
percentage of
Good. How are
GPA,
you?
good academics.
I'm feeling good.
have
Good.
Good English.
My name is
Help you with
Teresa.
that,
What is your good name?
My name is
money
Provisan
situation,
Chhetri.
US right now is
Okay.
asking for
So
more
you were planning to go to the
students.
US.
So right
Which
now,
major
give
are
us a
you
call. The
pursuing?
number that's
I'm
listed
pursuing
on the screen.
hospitality management.
It's great to be
Okay.
with you
Can you
today.
tell me about your previous educational
The
background
offices,
from
yeah,
high
okay,
school
good
to
question,
now?
sorry. The
I completed
office is
my
located in
high school with a
Coburg,
major of hotel
in,
management, which is
Okay.
related to
in
hospitality
Chipley,
management
Utah,
in
and
2023,
Beaver Valley.
where I've gained valuable knowledge and skill from my high school, and I also got a GPA 2.72 out of 4.
And tell me about the weaker areas of your study. How did you overcome those?
About my previous high school?
Yes.
Officer, in my previous, I was a bit bad at accounting, but still here we learn about budgeting, managing tax, financial accounting. So rest of them were also challenging, but I did well, but a bit harder was accounting, but still I managed to give my best performance.
Okay. Were there any gaps in your education that you would like to explain about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
After completing my high school, I took time to prepare for a career in hospitality management by completing short courses in communication, language skill, customer service, and gaining hands-on experience from our family-run guest house. This helped me to grow personally and professionally, show me the confirming passion of hospitality management.
Okay, great. So you got some good experience towards your degree. Tell me about your field of study. What are some of the recent advances going on
Can you please repeat once again?
in your field of study? What are some recent advancements that are happening that you could tell me about? New things that are happening that you have learned about?
I think I learned about the culinary arts, like designing the food, some kind of like how to design the food, and I also got a chance to understand that how to serve customer, like how to serve wine perfectly to the customer.
Okay.
These are the things I learned recently.
And why did you choose this university specifically?
I choose Southwest Minnesota State University for its well-rounded hospitality management, which perfectly matches with my career goal, and I'm excited to learn from experienced faculty member like Dr. Yumili, whose expertise in culinary arts and hospitality operation will be invaluable. The ability of resources such as on-campus culinary labs and partnership with local hotels and restaurants that will help me to achieve my goal of becoming a head chef.
Okay, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I will see myself as a successful head chef, handling my mother business. I also aim to open other restaurant as well by providing welcoming atmosphere, great food, great service to our customer or to our community. using the skill and knowledge that I have gained over the years.
Okay. If you were offered a job in the US, would you accept that?
No ma'am, I won't accept because my goal is to just get a degree from USA.
Okay. And then return back to
Yes,
Nepal?
ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me about your fees needed for the university and your degree? How much money would you need for that?
I think my tuition fee is $23,200,
Okay.
and all of those tuition fee will be paid by my family.
Okay. So tell me about your funding for that.
My
Who will fund you,
family,
sponsor you?
my respected parents will fund my education. My father is in retired Indian Army and is still serving, earning an annual income of $25,000. My mother owns a local restaurant in our hometown called Transit Restaurant, operating for 6 years. She earns annually $15,000. Furthermore, we have the worth of property $30,000 so that it can be utilized in my education in future.
Okay. And what if you have an unexpected medical expense in the US? Because it can be quite expensive there. What would you do?
Officer, we have already saving around $40,000, so there won't be any there won't be any kind of like
So I encourage you to
emergency
call it or number this
problem. There won't be
You
any
are
kind of problem because we are already financially prepared. So we will definitely find it. So my parents will definitely fund my education.
watching our videos on YouTube
Okay.
channel, subscribe.
And have you ever applied for a US visa before?
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, this is my second attempt, but this time I have made many improvements.
So you've learned a lot from the previous times. Okay, what are some of the things you've discovered would be helpful for your next interview?
Officer, previously I was lack confident because I didn't know enough about the university and was not well prepared.
Okay.
But this time I've made many improvements by truly researching about the university and its faculty, especially the hospitality management.
Okay.
I learned that my university has a strong reputation in this field, which made me more confident in my choice. After gaining a better understanding, I now feel much more confident and prepared. Also, I took a Duolingo English test to improve my grammar, language skill, overall communication.
Okay, great. Have you ever traveled internationally before?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So I encourage you.
Why are you
come
choosing
into
the
our
USA
office and get some
for your
training with
studies?
our young
I
trainers
choose
and-
USA because American universities focus on hands-on learning and research in hospitality management, which is crucial for my goal of becoming a skilled and knowledgeable hospitality professor. By studying in USA, I aim to gain a practical experience and insights into the hospitality industry, enabling me to contribute significantly into the sector in my home country. I believe studying there I can improve my quality and serve standard hospitality field in Nepal.
Do you have any family members living in the US?
No, ma'am.
Tell me about if you've applied for another visa in another country.
No, ma'am, I haven't.
Okay. All right. Well, based on your answers, I'm happy to grant you your visa for the US.
Can I ask some question? When you asked me about that previous, what was the question like? What should I answer? You were asking some kind of
Previous visa
no,
application?
no. After that, about my major, that what did you learn or what did you like that you asked me? I was a bit confused.
Okay. What did you learn? Was this talking about your plans? Why you were going to study that? Or I don't remember.
Cruise company or something where you have to go
Because
for a job interview.
that question was a bit unique.
Okay.
That's why I was a bit confused. That's why I
Okay.
asked.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other feedback that you can give me about how you felt about the interview? Something that you wish you could be stronger in, or
No, everything was
Did you
perfect,
feel
but I just want to get some feedback that when I'm answering, does it sound like that I am preparing does it sound natural or not?
I think it could be a little more natural, but definitely you've got good information, you're confident. I think just keep working on the smoothness of your talk. But it was understandable, everything was good.
Some of, when you ask me why USA and when you ask me why university, those answers were a bit long, but when I'm answering those questions, all the answer was meaningful or not.
Yes,
Like
it was meaningful. Yes.
Okay,
I think you were working hard on that part from your previous experience, so that's really good.
And subscribe to
Thank you,
it,
ma'am.
You're doing
share
good.
it,
Okay.
Have a
All
great
the
day.
best. All the
and
best.
like it, like those videos, and use them
Can I give you a
because they're very valuable for you. And so we're so excited. Yeah. Okay, we have another
Jay, would
student
you
right
like to
now.
join?
Probably John. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. How
Good.
about
You're ready to get your visa?
Yes, sir.
All right. This fine student is just going in tomorrow to get your visa.
No, day after.
Day after tomorrow. Okay, so I like your shirt. All right, so he's already prepared. That he's been watching. He's been coming every day and practicing and practicing and practicing at home and getting it down so he can answer the questions very nicely. Please tell me, Prabhachana, why did you choose the United States as your study destination?
What were some of the
I
questions you
chose
asked?
USA
Remember?
because American universities focus on hands-on learning and research in
Okay, I would not use that. They hear that so often. I would say that, officer, that my career goal is.
to be a celebrity chef,
Yes.
and I want to open other restaurant as well,
A
and
chain of restaurants. Open up a chain of signature restaurants.
I want to
Open a chain.
and do my mother restaurant also to improve it.
Okay. I wouldn't touch that right at the moment, and I would touch that in a later question. Right, the reason you want to go to the United States is to become a celebrity chef and to develop a chain of signature restaurants throughout Nepal. Okay. All right. So then of course, you're going to improve your mother's restaurant in the process, but they want to see a big picture. A person doesn't really need to go for further education, just improve the mother's business. All you need to do is just think of some more ideas and try them. And so, but with you want to become a celebrity chef and develop a chain of signature restaurants throughout Nepal. Okay, that's excellent, Abhijan. And so, but it's expensive to study in the United States. Who will be your sponsor?
My respective parents will sponsor my education so that they do about their profession.
Sure, please.
My father is a retired in the army and
Yes.
is still earning an annual income of $25,000. My mother runs a local restaurant in our hometown called Transit Restaurant, operating for 6 years. She earns annually $15,000. Furthermore, we have the worth of property $30,000 so that it can be utilized in my education in future.
Okay, excellent. Are you really earning this amount of money?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, and do you have the documentation to show that this is true?
Yes, sir.
Please show it.
Namaste.
All right, so the reason I'm asking this, I mean, probably Sean, is because two people in the past that I'm talking to this past month that they were asked for the documents. Okay, they don't normally do this, but they did in these two people's cases. That means sometimes they're asking for the documents. The first person didn't have the documents. They gave a pink slip, and then they're supposed to send the documents in. They said I was telling a lie. We don't have that income sources, and so actually they may have, but it was all cash and no bank. That he just run it from one way thing to another and not putting it in the bank. And so that with that, it was very.
We've been living here for 10 years. How have we lived for 10 years without friends?
Which university is Turkey? You have anything to say to the audiences in the world? Jasmine, say hello to everybody here. Oh, she's taking my picture.